Test Questions and Answers. Questions and answers for the Naturalization Civics Test. Important. The U.S. government recently announced it would be trialing a new version of the citizenship test. Check this page for updates. The U.S. citizenship test assesses a naturalization applicant's knowledge of U.S. government, history, and geography. The exam is given verbally during the U.S. citizenship interview. There are 100 questions in the citizenship test. During the interview, the immigration officer will ask the applicant 10 questions out of the 100, and the applicant must answer 6 correctly in order to pass the civics test. Below you will find all 100 questions and correct answers for the civics test. The questions are organized into the following categories: American government, American history, integrated civics. Boundless tip: if you are 65 years or older and have been a green card holder for 20 or more years, you only need to study the questions marked with an asterisk. Separator: is U.S. citizenship your end goal on your immigration journey? Take our short visa planning quiz to get started. Learn more. Learn about our citizenship service. American government. A. Principles of American democracy. 1. What is the supreme law of the land? Correct answer: the Constitution. Explanation: the Constitution is the highest law in the United States. It is the oldest written constitution in the world. 2. What does the Constitution do? Correct answers. Choose 1. Sets up the government. Defines the government. Protects basic rights of Americans. 3. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these words? Correct answer: we the people. Explanation: the first 3 words encompass all American citizens and serve to emphasize that the U.S. government is ruled by the people. 4. What is an amendment? Correct answers. Choose 1. A change to the Constitution or an addition to the Constitution. Explanation: the U.S. Constitution is a living document, meaning it can be added to or altered. The Constitution has been amended 27 times. 5. What do we call the first 10 amendments to the Constitution? Correct answer: the Bill of Rights. Explanation: the first 10 amendments to the Constitution were adopted on December 15, 1791, known as the Bill of Rights. It details the rights of the people in relation to the U.S. government. 6. What is one right or freedom from the First Amendment? Correct answers. Choose 1. Speech, religion, assembly. Press, petition the government. Explanation: the First Amendment protects the right to freedom of expression as well as the right to peaceful protest and to petition the government. 7. How many amendments does the Constitution have? Correct answer: 27. Explanation: since 1789, there have been 27 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. 8. What did the Declaration of Independence do? Correct answers. Choose 1. Announced our independence from Great Britain. Declared our independence from Great Britain. Said that the U.S. is free from Great Britain. Explanation: adopted on July 4, 1776. The Declaration of Independence announced the separation of the United States from Great Britain. 9. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? Correct answers. Choose 2. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Explanation: the Declaration of Independence proclaims that all people are created equal and that everyone has 3 fundamental rights, namely to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. 10. What is freedom of religion? Correct answer: you can practice any religion, or not practice a religion. Explanation: the First Amendment states that everyone in the U.S. has the right to choose what religion to follow, including the right to change your religion at any time. 11. What is the economic system in the United States? Correct answers. Choose 1. Capitalist economy. Market economy. Explanation: capitalism is a type of economic system wherein private individuals, and not the government, own the majority of businesses and can generate profit. 12. What is the rule of law? Correct answers. Choose 1. Everyone must follow the law. Leaders must obey the law. Government must obey the law. No one is above the law. Explanation: the notion of the rule of law is a fundamental principle of the U.S. Constitution. B. System of government. 13. Name one branch or part of the government. Correct answers. Choose 1. Congress. Legislative, President. Executive, the courts. Judicial. Explanation. The United States government is divided into 3 parts to ensure a separation of powers. The 3 branches work together to govern the country. 14. What stops one branch of government from becoming too powerful? Correct answers. Choose 1. Checks and balances. Separation of powers. Explanation. Checks and balances ensure that no one branch in the U.S. government becomes too powerful. 15. Who is in charge of the executive branch? Correct answer. The President. Explanation. The President of the United States oversees the executive branch, which ensures that the laws of the country are obeyed. 16. Who makes federal laws? Correct answers. Choose 1. Congress. Senate and House of Representatives, U.S. or national legislature. Explanation. Congress is the only branch of government that can create new laws or change existing laws. 17. What are the 2 parts of the U.S. Congress? Correct answer. The Senate and House of Representatives. Explanation. The legislative branch of the U.S. government is responsible for making laws, and is comprised of the Senate and House of Representatives. 18. How many U.S. senators are there? Correct answer. 100. Explanation. Each of the 50 U.S. states elects 2 senators to represent them in the Senate. This excludes territories such as Puerto Rico and American Samoa, as well as the federal capital city of D.C., formerly the District of Columbia. 50 states with 2 senators each equals 100 U.S. senators. 19. We elect a U.S. senator for how many years? Correct answer. 6. Explanation. The term of office for a U.S. senator is 6 years, and every 2 years, 1/3 of the Senate runs for re-election. 20. Who is one of your state's U.S. senators now? Correct answer. The answer will vary based on where the applicant lives. Note: District of Columbia residents and those living in U.S. territories should answer that D.C., or the territory where they live, has no senators. 21. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? Correct answer. 435. Explanation. The House of Representatives has 435 members, who proportionally represent the population of all 50 states. 22. We elect a U.S. representative for how many years? Correct answer. 2. Explanation. All U.S. House members serve a 2-year term, and may run for re-election every even year. 23. Name your U.S. representative. Correct answer. The answer will vary based on where the applicant lives. Note: District of Columbia residents and those living in U.S. territories should answer that D.C., or the territory where they live, has no House representatives. 24. Who does a U.S. senator represent? Correct answer. All people of the state. Explanation. Each state has 2 senators who represent all the residents of that state. 25. Why do some states have more representatives than other states? Correct answers. Choose 1. Because of the state's population. Because they have more people. Because some states have more people. Explanation. The number of representatives for a state depends on the state's population. Some states have more people, so those states will have more representatives. Want downloadable flashcards of the 100 citizenship test questions and answers? Enter your email below. Submit. 26. We elect a president for how many years? Correct answer. 4. Explanation. The presidential elections take place every 4 years, and a president can serve for a total of 2 terms. 27. In what month do we vote for president? Correct answer. November. Explanation. The presidential elections occur every 4 years on the first Tuesday in November. 28. What is the name of the President of the United States now? Correct answer. Go to uss.gov/citizenship/test updates to learn the name of the current U.S. President. 29. What is the name of the Vice President of the United States now? Correct answer. Go to uss.gov/citizenship/test updates to learn the name of the current U.S. Vice President. 30. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President? Correct answer. The Vice President. Explanation. The U.S. Vice President is the head of the Senate, and will take over as President if the President dies or resigns. 31. If both the president and the vice president can no longer serve, who becomes president? Correct answer: the Speaker of the House. Explanation: next in line is the Speaker of the House if both the president and the vice president cannot serve. 32. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? Correct answer: the President. Explanation: in addition to being Chief Executive, the President is also Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy. 33. Who signs bills to become laws? Correct answer: the President. Explanation: after Congress passes a bill, the President signs the bill into law. 34. Who vetoes bills? Correct answer: the President. Explanation: only the President has the power to veto a bill, meaning he or she can prevent a bill from going into effect. 35. What does the President's cabinet do? Correct answer: advises the President. Explanation: the President's cabinet consists of the Vice President and the heads of the 15 executive departments. 36. Name 2 cabinet-level positions. Correct answers: choose 2. Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Education, Secretary of Energy, Secretary of Health and Human Services, Secretary of Homeland Security, Secretary of Housing and Urban Development, Secretary of the Interior, Secretary of Labor, Secretary of State, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of the Treasury, Secretary of Veterans Affairs, Attorney General, Vice President. 37. What does the judicial branch do? Correct answers: choose 1. Reviews laws, explains laws, resolves disputes disagreements, decides if a law goes against the Constitution. Explanation: the judicial branch is a court system and is made up of different courts, namely the Supreme, Circuit, Magistrate, and Municipal Courts. 38. What is the highest court in the United States? Correct answer: the Supreme Court. Explanation: the Supreme Court decides whether or not laws align with the U.S. Constitution. 39. How many justices are on the Supreme Court? Correct answer: go to uss.gov/citizenship/test updates to learn the number of justices on the Supreme Court. 40. Who is the Chief Justice of the United States now? Correct answer: go to uss.gov/citizenship/test updates to learn the name of the Chief Justice of the United States. 41. Name 1 power of the federal government. Correct answers: choose 1. To print money, to declare war, to create an army, to make treaties. 42. Name 1 power of the states. Correct answers: choose 1. Provide schooling and education, provide protection police, provide safety, fire departments, give a driver's license, approve zoning and land use. 43. Who is the governor of your state now? Correct answer: the answer will vary based on where the applicant lives. DC residents should answer that DC doesn't have a governor. 44. What is the capital of your state? Correct answer: the answer will vary based on where the applicant lives. DC residents should answer that DC isn't a state and therefore doesn't have a capital. Residents of U.S. territories must name the capital of their territory. 45. Name 2 major political parties in the United States. Correct answer: Democratic and Republican. Explanation: 2 major political parties dominate American politics. The Democratic Party traditionally represents a more liberal ideology while the Republican Party represents a more conservative ideology. 46. What is the political party of the president now? Correct answer: go to uss.gov/citizenship/test updates to learn the political party of the current president. 47. What is the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives now? Correct answer: go to uss.gov/citizenship/test updates to learn the name of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. C. Rights and responsibilities. 48. Describe one of the 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote. Correct answers: choose 1. Citizens 18 and older can vote. You don't have to pay a poll tax to vote. Any citizen can vote. A male citizen of any race can vote. Explanation: the 15th, 19th, 24th, and 26th Amendments relate to the ability to vote. 49. Name one responsibility that is only for U.S. citizens. Correct answers. Choose one. Serve on a jury. Vote in a federal election. Explanation. Check out the Boundless Guide on the Rights and Responsibilities of U.S. Citizens. 50. Name one right only for United States citizens. Correct answers. Choose one. Vote in a federal election. Run for federal office. Explanation. Check out the Boundless Guide on the Rights and Responsibilities of U.S. Citizens. 51. Name two rights of everyone living in the U.S. Correct answers. Choose one. Freedom of expression. Freedom of speech. Freedom of assembly. Freedom to petition the government. Freedom of religion. The right to bear arms. 52. What do we show loyalty to when we say the Pledge of Allegiance? Correct answers. The United States. The flag. Explanation. The Pledge of Allegiance promises loyalty to the United States. New citizens recite the Pledge of Allegiance at the end of the Oath of Allegiance ceremony. 53. Name one promise you make when you become a U.S. citizen. Give up loyalty to other countries. Defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. Obey the laws of the United States. Serve in the U.S. military, if needed. Serve. Do important work for the nation, if needed. Be loyal to the United States. Explanation. Check out the Boundless Guide on the Rights and Responsibilities of U.S. Citizens. 54. What age do citizens have to be to vote for president? Correct answer. 18 and older. 55. Name two ways that U.S. citizens can participate in their democracy. Correct answers. Choose two. Vote. Join a political party. Help with a campaign. Join a civic group. Join a community group. Give an elected official your opinion on an issue. Call senators and representatives. Publicly support or oppose an issue or policy. Run for office. Write to a newspaper. 56. What date is the last day you can submit federal income tax forms? Correct answer. The date is typically on or around April 15th. Explanation. Learn more about the basics of filing taxes as an immigrant. 57. When must all men register for the Selective Service? Correct answers. Choose one. At 18. Between 18 and 26. Explanation. Nearly all men who are U.S. citizens or permanently living in the U.S. must register for the Selective Service within 30 days of their 18th birthday. The Selective Service accepts late registrations up until a male turns 26. American history. A. Colonial period and independence. 58. Name one reason colonists came to America. Correct answers. Choose one. Freedom. Political liberty. Religious freedom. Economic opportunity. Practice their religion. Escape persecution. Explanation. The English settlers came to America for different reasons, and they came from various backgrounds and religions. 59. Who lived in America before the Europeans arrived? Correct answers. Choose one. American Indians. Native Americans. Explanation. Before the British settlers arrived, Native Americans lived in tribes across the continent. 60. Which group of people was taken to the U.S. and sold as slaves? Correct answers. Choose one. Africans. People from Africa. Explanation. It is believed the first African slaves arrived by boat in Virginia in 1619, although some accounts say slaves arrived sooner from Africa. 61. Why did the colonists fight the British? Correct answers. Choose one. Because of high taxes. Taxation without representation. Because the British Army stayed in their houses. Because they didn't have self-government. Explanation. The American Revolutionary War lasted from 1775 to 1783, which led to the United States' independence from Britain. 62. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Correct answer. Thomas Jefferson. Explanation. Thomas Jefferson drafted the Declaration of Independence, which was the formal statement declaring the U.S. its own country independent from Britain. 63. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted? Correct answer. July 4, 1776. Explanation. On July 4, 1776, The Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence. The U.S. now celebrates Independence Day every July 4. 64. Name 3 of the 13 original states. Correct answers. Choose 3. New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia. 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention? Correct answers. Choose 1. The Constitution was written. The Founding Fathers wrote the Constitution. Explanation. The Constitutional Convention took place in Philadelphia from May 14 to September 17, 1787 with the goal of redesigning the system of government. 66. When was the Constitution written? Correct answer. 1787. Explanation. The Constitution was written during the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. 67. Name 1 of the writers of the Federalist Papers. Correct answers. Name 1. James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, John J. Publius. Explanation. The Federalist Papers consisted of 85 essays arguing for the ratification of the U.S. Constitution. 68. Name 1 thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for. Correct answers. Name 1. U.S. diplomat, oldest member of the Constitutional Convention, first Postmaster General of the United States. Writer of Poor Richard's Almanac, started the first free libraries. 69. Who is considered the father of our country? Correct answer. George Washington. Explanation. George Washington was the commander of the army during the American Revolution. He presided over the Constitutional Convention, and he was the first president of the United States. 70. Who was the first president? Correct answer. George Washington. Explanation. George Washington was President of the United States from 1789 to 1797, b. 1800s. 71. What territory did the United States buy from France in 1803? Correct answers. Choose 1. The Louisiana Territory. Louisiana. Explanation. Known as the Louisiana Purchase, the United States paid France $15 million for the 828,000 square miles of land. 72. Name 1 war fought by the U.S. in the 1800s. Correct answers. Choose 1. War of 1812. Mexican-American War. Civil War. Spanish-American War. 73. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South. Correct answers. Choose 1. The Civil War. The war between the states. Explanation. The American Civil War was fought from 1861 to 1865 between the Union Army and the Confederate States of America. 74. Name 1 problem that led to the Civil War. Correct answers. Choose 1. Slavery. Economic reasons. States' rights. 75. Name 1 important thing that Abraham Lincoln did. Correct answers. Choose 1. Freed the slaves. Emancipation Proclamation. Saved or preserved the Union. Led the U.S. during the Civil War. Explanation. Abraham Lincoln served as U.S. President from 1861 until he was assassinated in 1865. 76. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Correct answers. Choose 1. Freed the slaves. Freed slaves in the Confederacy. Freed slaves in the Confederate States. Freed slaves in most southern states. Explanation. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, which went into effect on January 1, 1863. 77. What did Susan B. Anthony do? Correct answers. Choose 1. Fought for women's rights. Fought for civil rights. Explanation. Susan B. Anthony was a legendary women's rights activist and a pioneer of the women's suffrage movement. See Recent American History and other important historical information. 78. Name 1 war fought by the United States in the 1900s. Correct answers. Choose 1. World War I, World War II.
Angkor Staat Korean Angkor Entwa, Vietnam war.
Persian, Gulf War, 79. Who was president during World War I? Correct answer: Woodrow Wilson. Explanation: Woodrow Wilson was the 28th U.S. president from 1913 to 1921. 80. Who was president during the Great Depression and World War II? Correct answer: Franklin Roosevelt. Explanation: Franklin Roosevelt, known as FDR, served as president from 1933 to 1945. 81. Who did the United States fight in World War II? Correct answer: Japan, Germany, and Italy. 82. Before he was president, Eisenhower was a general. What war was he in? Correct answer: World War II. Explanation: Dwight Eisenhower served as the 34th President of the United States from 1953 to 1961. 83. During the Cold War, what was the main concern of the United States? Correct answer: Communism. Explanation: The Cold War was an ideological battle fought between the United States and the Soviet Union. 84. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Correct answer: Civil Rights Movement. Explanation: The American Civil Rights Movement, which took place during the 1950s and 1960s, demanded an end to racial segregation and discrimination. 85. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do? Correct answers: Choose one. Fought for civil rights. Worked for equality for all Americans. Explanation: Martin Luther King Jr. was a leading civil rights activist and a recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. 86. What major event happened on September 11, 2001, in the U.S.? Correct answer: Terrorists attacked the United States. Explanation: September 11, also known as 9/11, was a series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks carried out by Al-Qaeda, a Muslim extremist group. 87. Name one Native American tribe in the United States. Correct answers: Choose one. Cherokee, Navajo, Sioux, Chippewa, Choctaw, Pueblo, Apache, Iroquois, Creek, Blackfeet, Seminole, Cheyenne, Arawak, Shawnee, Mohegan, Huron, Oneida, Lakota, Crow, Teton, Hopi. Inuit. Explanation: There are currently 574 federally recognized tribes in the United States. Integrated civics. A. Geography. 88. Name one of the 2 longest rivers in the United States. Correct answers: Choose one. Missouri River, Mississippi River. 89. What ocean is on the west coast of the U.S.? Correct answer: Pacific Ocean. 90. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States? Correct answer: Atlantic Ocean. 91. Name one U.S. territory. Correct answers: Choose one. Puerto Rico, U.S. Virgin Islands, American Samoa, Northern Mariana Islands, Guam. Explanation: The U.S. has 5 major territories, meaning pieces of land owned and controlled by the United States. 92. Name one state that borders Canada. Correct answers: Choose one. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana, Idaho, Washington, Alaska. 93. Name one state that borders Mexico. Correct answers: Choose one. California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. 94. What is the capital of the United States? Correct answer: Washington, D.C. Explanation: Washington, D.C., officially called the District of Columbia, is where the White House and the Capitol are located. 95. Where is the Statue of Liberty? Correct answers: Choose one. New York Harbor, Liberty Island, New Jersey, near New York City, on the Hudson River. Explanation: The Statue of Liberty, located on Liberty Island in New York City, was a gift from France to celebrate the friendship between the 2 countries. It has become a symbol for freedom and justice. B. Symbols. 96. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Correct answers: Choose one. Because there were 13 original colonies. Comma, because the stripes represent the original colonies. 97. Why does the flag have 50 stars? Correct answers. Choose one. Because there is one star for each state. Because each star represents a state. Because there are 50 states. 98. What is the name of the national anthem? Correct answer. The Star-Spangled Banner. Explanation. During the War of 1812, an amateur poet named Francis Scott Key was inspired to write what became the Star-Spangled Banner after witnessing an American flag flying over Fort McHenry in Baltimore. C. Holidays. 99. When do we celebrate Independence Day? Correct answer. July 4th. Explanation. On July 4th, 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, declaring the United States as a separate country to Britain. The U.S. now celebrates Independence Day every July 4th. 100. Name 2 national U.S. holidays. Correct answers. Choose 2. New Year's Day. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, President's Day, Memorial Day. Comma, Independence Day, Labor Day. Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving. Comma, Christmas.